would tear this guy limb from limb. I would like want to see him shipped to Guantanamo Bay right now. That's how the anger should be expressed.
So, Dylan, the President of the United States yesterday was asked about his favorite topic, the Jeffrey Epstein case, that he, by the way, promised on the campaign trail he would release and make public. He's going back on that promise now. So I kind of wanted to, watch this video with you and see your reaction. Gets pretty testy, I would say.
And it's completely, so too. We're not meeting to talk about the Epstein situation. And I think the reporter who reported it needs to get better sources.
Look, the whole thing is a hoax. It's put out by the Democrats because we've had the most successful 6 months in the history of our country. And that's just a way of trying to divert attention to something that's total bullshit. Okay?
I don't know what to find more egregious, the fact that he said he's had the most successful 6 months, or that this is bullshit, Dylan. What do you think?
I think there's a perspective, because we are the Progressive Podcast. Obviously, we're thinking of all of this through 2026, 2028, reverse engineering 2024. I think there's a perspective that Democrats can take on this specific issue, which is a combination of the authenticity of like the anger that's around this issue, and
I mean, you see it right here,
exposing who Trump is. Well, yeah, I mean, that's part of it. If you're being authentic to your anger about this, as you should be, and how voters are feeling, you should be saying up on debate stages and in town halls and on CNN, on the Progressive Podcast, if anybody wants to come on, you should be saying Trump was friends with a fucking pedophile. He was friends with one of the worst, most evil human beings in the world. Like, this is somebody who actively wanted to surround themselves with someone who did unimaginable things. And so you can't forgive that on somebody who has betrayed his base on this issue, not only dog walked them to the polls on this issue, but also somebody who had a history of defending this person. What was the quote from that one article that he wrote, that like me and Epstein share the interest of very fine women, and he likes them very young. Like, this is somebody who knew about what was happening and actively took steps to not disclose this. Like, he's complicit in these crimes. And I think that's something that Democrats should be up there swearing. They should get parents who are in Congress and parents who are in government and parents who are on the Democratic side being like, if this happened to my kid, I would tear this guy limb from limb. I would like want to see him shipped to Guantanamo Bay right now. That's how the anger should be expressed.
Yeah, no, totally. I think it's just, like you said, it's just from a moral standpoint, being friends with someone that's that horrible is by itself disqualifying. But he ran on this issue. I want everyone to remember his administration, the people that are in his administration right now, ran on this issue. They gaslit the American people. They gaslit the public. You can see right here that this is an issue that everyone cares about. It's not just, he keeps saying that Democrats are the ones that care about this right now. Democrats are using this against him. 82% of his own base, right? The MAGA Republicans, Make America Great Again, they think the files should be released. Republicans, independents, it's an issue that most people agree on, and he's deflecting from it. So that makes me really think, what is he hiding? Like, what is he truly hiding, besides from the mere fact that he was friends with a pedophile? Dylan, I also wanted to show you this clip, if we'll load. And this kind of as a CNN put a compilation together of all the times that Trump and the people in his administration said that they were going to release the files, and how much times they talked about the files during the election, even a couple months ago. So I kind of want to show this real quick.
Pederast.
Would you declassify the Epstein files?
Yeah, I would. I'd be inclined to do the Epstein. I'd have no problem with it.
Seriously, we need to release the Epstein list. That is an important thing.
Why is the FBI protecting the greatest pederast, the largest scale pederast in human history?
Simple, because of who's on that list. Put on your big boy pants and let us know who the pedophiles are.
I think tomorrow, Jesse, breaking news right now, you're going to see some Epstein information being released by my office. It's sitting on my desk right now to review. A truckload of evidence arrived. It's now in the possession of the FBI. It's a new day. It's a new administration, and everything's going to come out to the public.
And just real quick, Dylan, before MAGA comes after us for saying, well, it's the administration that's not releasing it. It's Kash Patel. It's Bondi that's not releasing it. Who put them in place? Who appointed them? Who nominated them? Right? They had to be confirmed by the Senate. He's the one that nominated them. Those are his people. If he wanted tomorrow, he could fire them, put them, put someone else in that actually will release the files, or he could just tell them, "Hey, we ran on this issue. It's the right thing to do. Do it." He's not doing it. Instead, he's deflecting. And I'm sick of people blaming the administration. I'm sick of people blaming Bondi. I'm sick of people blaming Kash Patel. Those are Trump's people. The buck stopped with Trump, and he's clearly hiding shit that's in the Epstein file that probably incriminates him.
Well, can you also tell me what a pederast is? I don't know what this word is that Benny Johnson
I thought
was
she said like
using.
pedalist, someone who pedals on a bike.
Yeah, this isn't Lance Armstrong over here. This is Donald Trump. Yeah, I mean, like, I feel like the Trump administration is taking for granted, and this is not an original point that I'm coming up with, but they're taking for granted the intelligence, the basic intelligence of the voters. I might get some slack for this. I don't think the American populace is the smartest. I don't think if you asked anybody where they could put Michigan on a map, but they also can kind of you can have a little bit of a sniff test and be like, Donald Trump was not the candidate running on unifying the country and being a president for Republicans and Democrats, red states and blue states, like Kamala did, like Biden did, like Obama did. He has clearly said the Democrats are out to get me. They don't like me. Even if he appoints RFK and Tulsi Gabbard, this is not a bipartisan collection of people. These are people bending the knee towards Trump. And so the people that he's surrounding himself with are the sycophants who want to appease him at every moment. And it's just so clearly a cover-up. One thing that I wanted to ask you is on that poll that you had pulled up earlier, 82% of MAGA Republicans, 83% of Republicans, and I think it was 86% of independents were in favor of releasing the Epstein files. What is Belay's magical ball of wisdom? What is his brain picking apart on why the support is so high in that specific issue compared to others?
So you brought up a good point. Like, Americans can smell through bullshit, and this is another instance where Americans can smell through the bullshit. I think a lot of people say, "Oh, well, like what you said, they might not be the most politically engaged." Americans work a lot. Like, they have their kids to take care of. I don't blame them for not reading the news and watching news like this every single day. But when an issue this apparent comes up, and by the way, I think part of it is that Trump and his people ran on this issue in the 2024 election. They went on podcasts. JD Vance went on podcasts. Trump went on podcasts. Patel did. His people went on podcasts and said we were going to release this. So you have clips of him and the administration now saying they were going to follow through with this promise. So it's a promise that's broken. And then B, Americans can understand. They know bullshit, and this is just apparent bullshit. So I think there's so much unanimous support because it's a disgusting thing. I mean, we do want to hold those people accountable that were involved with Epstein, that did disgusting things to children. Just like you said, if you're a parent in Congress and you're just sitting by, you are disgusting. You need to stand up for our children. And I give a lot of heat to Marjorie Taylor Greene, rightfully so, but I think this is an issue where she's actually been somewhat principled on, and she said what they're doing with the Epstein files is wrong, but she's doing the same thing that so many other MAGA people are, that it's the administration. Oh, it's not Trump. It's the administration isn't listening to him. They're not doing the right thing. Again, he has the power to release it tomorrow. He has the power to fire Bondi, to fire Patel, put the people that he wants in place, but he's not doing it. So it's not the administration per se. Sure, they're complicit, but it's him at the end of the day. So I think Americans can smell through bullshit, and they understand when they're being played. This is just another instance of that.
Yeah, I also want to point out how ironic it is that Marjorie Taylor Greene is being bipartisan on this issue, and the Speaker of the House, Mike Johnson, is not. The guy whose job it literally is to be bipartisan and get legislation through the House, shut down Congress, put it on recess until the end of August because of this issue. And Marjorie Taylor Greene was on Tucker Carlson and on and out on Twitter, out on the internet, being like, "Hey, we need to release these files." I just think that's hilarious that Marjorie Taylor Greene is the paragon of American democracy right now. But I guess this first here.
Progressive agrees with Marjorie Taylor Greene on this issue. On this issue, let's make that clear. But I think, Dylan, you bring up a good point. You have people like Marjorie Taylor Greene, people like AOC, moderates in Congress as well that are speaking out, and I think it's just the right thing to do. And Donald Trump is clearly hiding something. God knows what it is. I think we need some investigative journalism. We need a special prosecutor there to actually see what the hell is going on. until then, we're just going to be fed more bullshit lies.